Alright, we are back. I need to gain blacksmith's prestige. And before we do that, do we have any jobs? Do we have jobs? Okay, hold on. We're in the middle of the market and let's see what this quest is all about. Okay, hold on. Nothing to repair. Okay, now here's the quest. Shut up, shut up. We've discovered our bed and move, wench. Okay, oh, it's upstairs. What's going on?
These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous.
What now?
Celebration of the city, and all that fencing is just a bit of fun. That's all.
Quiet.
Okay, Catherine. Oh, Catherine is here.
You said you needed some help with something.
Something's happened.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit, and one of the servant girls...
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know.
I'll help you, of course.
Tell
You're
me all about
Catherine.
Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They
Damn.
took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul's.
I'll go take a look at her.
I think that would be for the best. Though, you can ask the gravedigger for details.
When did you last see the...
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively, though I'm afraid she won't be dancing up.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids...
And did you learn anything important from her?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession. So, you'll have to figure...
What about your other girls? Are they alright?
Yes, fortunately. That's why Alice's death shocked...
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just... But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that?
Why did you ask?
Because you're the...
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm not even Zhishka would be of much help to me.
Aha. What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious.
But you don't want to...
I'm scared maybe nobody knows about them yet. And I can't risk that.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. I'll figure something out.
I know everything I...
Good. Go to that graveyard. Talk. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll...
Okay.
That I don't want to show them to him. Christ! Pardon me.
Good day to you.
Okay, we're gonna go to the morgue and see what this is all about. Can we open this? This is the gravedigger, okay. Father Pok.
Good day to you.
I would like to atone for my sins before God.
I'm tempted to banish you from the holy ground, blasphemous child.
I'll cleanse my...
Not far from Horshan, Perun, I'm not at all pleased with the heathen name. We must prove that it has no other prey over the spring.
What penance do you give me?
Recite the Lord's Prayer. Clasp your palms together.
I'll make haste.
You can't haste. Till we meet again.
Okay, he's inside. This is... We're gonna examine the body.
So, let's see what we have here.
Damn.
Oh God! Someone really did a number on her. Ugh. Ripped open her entire belly. And it didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. The place I found her must look like a slaughterhouse. Her lips are bloody, nothing more. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, but it couldn't have been a long sword. It would have been clumsy. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. What did he do with it all? Did he really keep all the pieces? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. She has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what... Maybe there's something more to it. Just some scratches and bruises. The killer probably surprised her. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She was missing parts of her torso. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue. And left her lying there for all to see. Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something. I don't know why he killed her. I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Okay, let's talk to the gravedigger.
God be with you. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. At least them that can speak do.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry.
That dead girl you have in the...
You've seen her? Poor thing.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
She's gone to meet her maker. What, you want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap.
I don't want to take anything.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find...
What do the Lords of Life are...
Truth be told, not much.
Ah, that makes more sense. At least someone is trying to sort this out. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere?
No.
Hell. How?
Well...
Right. You said...
Aye. We had a couple of...
Ah, this is a
cases.
serial killer.
Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew...
Do you remember how...
You mean you don't know nothing about it?
I haven't been in Kuttenberg.
I see. There's been one every few...
Do you know where the lab...
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here.
Look for clues.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the holy...
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one do...
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in... But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went
I'd like to speak with Lumiere.
at his home in Bohemia Street. That's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff. I don't know exactly why, though.
Thanks.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So I...
Thanks again, Matt.
God be with you, good sir.
We gotta talk to Alice's friend. Hello, Barbara.
Are you Barbara?
Alice. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Oh, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his...
How did Alice get along?
Fine. Our master is a bit strict.
What's his name?
Why? But you can't see him.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
He couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in... And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never...
I heard about that.
Well, if you're... Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had? I'd like to talk to him.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was
And you never saw him?
No.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
One day she just didn't come home. And then
It's awful. What,
she was such a pretty girl. And it didn't even... Who could have cut off her hair like that?
so,
Okay. This is interesting. Bohemia Street. Let's go to Bohemia Street. Find what's the issue really was.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe.
Okay, is this Lumiere?
Lumiere?
Oh, Christ, mate.
I need to ask you.
I said not so...
That's some hangover. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of... This should sober... Here. Drink up. Better?
What?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the rat house?
I used to be.
They say that about you.
Because I was just on some wild... And what came of it?
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it. We let it be in the end. No way.
I need to know the truth.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? What makes you think you can find...
Because I'm stubborn. And I don't have any other choice.
You think that will suffice?
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most...
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then... If it's not all the same person...
This is the 6th one.
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months. Sometimes weeks.
Why are you counting?
Because I think someone killed them.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no...
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to... She was a maid in a German family. By all... She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from it.
Did you have any suspects?
At first. I thought the son from that family did it. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all out. That really surprised me. Because Father Prokop, maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of...
You said her body was never found.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The whole is a world of its own.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked...
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole. And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing.
But if her body was never found...
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Young, beautiful. A real live one. I never could pin it on her, though. She always...
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather...
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with...
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catch. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory.
And what about the...
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first, she'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do...
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother...
Interesting. I'll try to see what...
In the graveyard, lad. Or what... It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. There's nobody else left who could tell us any...
Did you have any...
You can always find some. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And...
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting?
Why were you looking into it? Who...
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe. Gutenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrel.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords.
Exactly. There are common folk too. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere...
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andrea...
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Can you sum it all up?
We have 6 victims here. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by... The next was Stanya, and they both hung her... And the last victim is... What they all have in common is that...
Good.
When you learn something more, you've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad.
Father,
I don't have time.
that's not why I'm here. My name's Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here.
Yes, yes, but those...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing.
True enough.
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. What can you tell me
About Yarka.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since...
And?
I was her uncle.
Who do you think...
William. That pig of Satan. He gambles in that Yarka always went there.
Why do you think it was William?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser. A tool of Satan.
And does anyone else come?
No.
You raised her?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first.
No offense, but
I was a bit, when she was smaller, maybe I was too hard on her.
how does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could.
Why do you think you were
Yarko was an orphan. Her only chance of a good life. But the more I led her,
You're well off, though.
I couldn't. Even if she had been
How come?
the church's property. Always.
How did she
She wouldn't listen. She ran away.
disgrace?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nope!
Why don't you
That's my business. I won't tell you.
Come now. I'm not just asking out of curiosity. Isn't it written in scripture? Speak.
A layman quotes the Bible to me. Lumir accused me.
What?
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kutan.
I've heard enough, Father.
Son, I'll give you...
Why do I think that it is the Mr. Father?
God be with you.
Okay, let me just check. Learn more about Siska's fate. Find out more. Okay, we've got to go here. Looks like a pleasant fella, leave him be. Did you make any money?
God be with
How's trade?
nothing so. Farewell, sir.
Okay, we gotta go. This is the hole.
Hold up. Am I supposed to open... Greetings. What do you...
Where did the skeleton...
Ah, I'm happy to tell you because... Have you got the...
I sure...
Well, 10 years ago, back when the tavern belonged to another fella, miners are not very rich and they often lost. Their wives were understandably pissed off. They clubbed together to buy a skeleton of a hanged man from the executioner, and they hid it in the cupboard. But when the drunken men opened the cupboard and saw, they sat it down next to them, gave her a drink, and even threw the dog.
The wife's plan didn't work out.
The miners don't come here anymore. The miners don't come here anymore. But Hugo, I'm telling you, he'll be still sitting here long. Good
Great. Did it stand?
stun ya. It depends.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main... What kind of guest?
I'm a good...
Really? Let's see.
By the fact he spent...
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. So, what'll it...
What What if I simply paid you, and you... I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't...
I heard she disappeared without a trace.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was the door open. Everything emptied out. Stanya,
Tell me something else.
first you'll have another beer.
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink.
You're quite...
I prefer to be called an So,
I don't want to pay... I think you could answer my questions directly, and not... That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out.
nonsense. Ask me any...
Did anybody see what actually happened when...
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
We're investigating murders, and it is interesting. A very, very easy day. What can you tell
was
me more
Stanya
about
like?
Stanya?
What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here.
Interesting.
Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Interesting.
the city?
She was a harlot.
A charcoal burner. I think his name was Barton?
Barton.
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I
Okay.
know, he plays in the miners'
William.
club in the evenings.
Hmm.
Sometimes he shows up here too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town. I know he met with some odd people. And besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity...
Or in this case... Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean...
William is an interesting character.
I've got bad news for you. She had two.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before, and the other one got married.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open.
Blood? Was there a...
Not so much, really. More if someone done her in, they definitely didn't.
Where can I find this?
I already told you.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I so if I was you, I'd...
That's all I need to know.
Okay. Now let's hear this Stronad.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with...
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke?
Well then piss off. All you're gonna get here.
You know what? Let's fight.
Better men have tried it than a cock
Of
full
course,
like
this
you.
is what we
Cock
cavemen do.
puller. I'll fucking pull your cock clean off.
All right.
Fine.
Come on. Okay. That's it. That's it.
Well,
Easy.
enough.
Child.
Yeah, damn it. What the hell do you want from me?
talk. Where's Denna?
The last time I saw her, everyone was fucking jealous.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called Rabstein. She always took the stuff to him.
Okay, another clue.
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels, gold and silver.
Gutenberg is one of the
bloody
best areas
Had
where you
some
can get
fucking huge
interesting
golden
quests.
signet ring.
Beautiful
I could
game, man.
fuck for a whole
Beautiful.
month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know. I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners and that. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
Okay.
Could she have run away with that?
I doubt it. He tried to be all mysterious and play the tough fella. But you could see he was lying.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves. So I cornered him in the dark.
And what about this priest?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about...
Okay, interesting. Now, first we're gonna try to find out. Okay, that's a bit far. What's closer? Hold on. Okay, this is closer. We're gonna go and question William the minstrel. This would be interesting. William, if he shows me signs of a nobleman, then we'll understand. So I love the background music. I swear this game is designed for people who love the medieval times, who love, you know, historical games. It's just perfect in so many ways. Okay, he's inside. We can open, and it's not late yet. Hello, Bard William.
Right?
What is it? Do we know each other?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. We do have something in common.
Alhamdulillah.
We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want? I don't have to talk.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up because I'll break all your fingers and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
What?
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be...
Come on.
Very nice. That works, I guess.
All right then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's.
The one they found dead somewhere below the...
Oh, her.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the...
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you?
But you could at least pass yourself off as well.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary. I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot.
Interesting.
That one.
They're two people.
Oh yeah, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Someone
Interesting.
killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me.
And did you know she was...
What? That's horrible.
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? You wouldn't happen to be
Why
bored?
do I feel that it's gonna be the priest in the end?
I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit.
Can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a...
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Interesting.
mean?
The alehouse went
He
through the hole.
knew all of
You
them.
had something with her too.
All of
well,
them.
She batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story.
Fine. We had a bit of fun together.
And aren't you just saying that because she left?
Oh, come on. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old... If I was you, I wouldn't take him...
He's throwing me off. Okay.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life.
Did she steal something from you?
A travelling minstrel doesn't have much to steal. But she was well aware of that. She was on the look...
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough, like young
He
Von
knows all of
Groller.
them.
When he started coming here, she got to him right away.
William,
Said she was gonna rob him
William.
blind. As far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like Von Groller... Look, why are you asking me? You don't seriously think I killed her?
Well,
And? I'm surely not the only one.
that may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser. And now,
But I had no...
confess.
What do you...
If you come clean and get lucky, they'll hang you. If not, you'll get the rack. So,
No!
I don't believe a word you say. And
You're out of your mind! I didn't do nothing
we'll see about that.
Okay, interesting. We still need more clues. Alright, we are done with this. Now we have to go I swear, Froilom, this is a beautiful, beautiful game. Okay, first let's go to... We're gonna find out what happened at Stania, the ale house. This game has brought me peace. I swear, it's been very, very long since I've relaxed. I mean, this is just so well designed. There's an agitated man on the ground ahead, looking this way, and that when he sees you, breaks into relief smile as if he was waiting for you. Okay, let's stop. Let's see what the commotion is about.
About time.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Go to hell.
whoa, 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 whoa. Bro, what do you mean? You're supposed to.
You won't get me. Do it.
Oh. Come on, bleed. Oh, I think I have the poison on it. Oh, right under the neck, boys. See, he's bleeding already.
Come on then. Take that. I'll rip your arse open.
Okay, one gone. Oh no, no, no. Come on, he's not dying.
No, you don't.
Come on. It's getting dark. I need to go. Please die. Oh, nice. Gone. Thank you, kind man. I need food, and we're gonna have bread, and we're gonna have dried beef. Thank you, kind sir. You.
Put that pig sticker away, right now.
Thank you.
See? There's no need to be swinging a weapon around.
Wait, there were things I can sell as a... What? Where did they go? What? What in the hell? Okay. Do they have Grush? Okay, this is good. Groshens, bandages. And where's the other one? The other one should be here somewhere. They both died almost. Hold on, this is one. What? This is always my problem. Okay, this is one, this is two. Okay. I remember. Okay, now I need to move to Belene again. Okay, let's go. Oh, next time I'm gonna use pebbles. Come on. Come here, boy. Let's go. And let's go find the whereabouts. We're gonna get out of here.
Quick.
I've been with Pebbles throughout this game. I'm not gonna let her go. She's an excellent horse. I found the phantom horse, but I don't know where I left it. Cannot find the phantom horse again. I was about to go see the horse trader, but that didn't work out. What? Like, I didn't get there. I got attacked by bandits. So that is something that happened. But we're doing pretty fine. Pebbles is an excellent horse. And I believe Pebbles has a lot to give now. Our stamina has increased, my horsemanship has increased. Okay. Okay, should we... Like...
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, okay. should we go around here? Maybe. It's a bit dark. I should have come in the morning, but again. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, we're out in the open, thank God. Okay.
Whoa!
This would be interesting. Let's go. Let's go talk to them. Come on. Say God. Charcoal by now? Are they all going?
I need to
Hmm.
ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. Yes, I...
Okay, we need to ask the foreman. He's supposed to be around here. Somewhere. Hold on. Is this the foreman? Charcoal burner, charcoal burner. They're all going into the ale house. Okay. He's gonna be in there. Charcoal burner's camp. Where's the ale house? Okay. Can we open this? We can. Okay, we're gonna sit here, right? Okay, we gotta find somewhere to sit. Or maybe wash ourselves. Find a place to sit. Okay, there you go. Sit. Now let's wait for the morning. There used to be a time when I did not used to spend these hours. I used to wait for the game to automatically run these hours. Okay. They're up and ready. Is the charcoal? Oh no, where is they? Come on, Mr. Foreman. Where are you, Mr. Foreman? Are you the foreman? You have a sword on you. Foreman should be somewhere here. Is it? Okay, I need to wait 2 more hours, I guess. Until everyone comes. I think this is enough. Okay. Okay, it's all sunny. Now, sunny. Charcoal miners and silver miners. Come on, Mr. Foreman.
Greetings to you.
You have a good sword. But I believe you're in here somewhere. He usually takes care of things.
Can I help you?
Stanya!
Who are you? If you came here, I'm not afraid of you.
Don't be afraid.
So,
Lumir asked me to find out what happened to you.
Lumir,
Exactly.
Stanya's
Someone
alive.
killed a girl in Kuttenberg. So maybe you could help us find out who did it.
how can I help you when I haven't been in?
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye.
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the bath. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kutten.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped, and he was terribly strong.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go. And
Here? To the charcoal burners?
no, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took...
And your lover?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all blood. He's been hiding me here since then.
What was it like working in the hole?
Well, I earned a few groschen, but
How so?
every single day I had to put up with their lewd remarks. Rich or poor, people
Well,
Hmm.
us girls have to watch out. We can't just put up with it. And sometimes we have to be tough, especially in a place like the Hole. But you can't overdo it,
How so?
because if you smile at them nicely, then you have to keep a balance. To look,
You said that rich or poor, they all like to grope.
truth be told, the Hole isn't exactly a good place for a rich man. But young Von,
Is that so?
he smiled at me a lot, so I smiled back. But beyond then, this thieving wench started hanging around him, but that servant of his didn't like it. Tried to drive her away, and so the young lord stopped bringing.
Von Grolla had a servant with him.
Aye, a pudgy fella. Well, he never said a word or smiled.
You walked home from the baths at night.
What's so odd about that?
Hmm.
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale.
Ah,
Right. I went there regularly.
the same way every time.
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one.
And who knew that you went by yourself?
Well, everyone from the tavern.
Why didn't you go back to the Hole?
Just to get murdered. I'm never going.
How are you now?
And I can't even really leave the.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker?
I don't know anything.
And what about when you hit him?
He let me go.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse. In German.
Seems you're the only one to... I know it isn't easy for you to think about it. Or when you were running away.
I don't know.
You were walking down the street.
No.
You didn't see anything. Or...
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty, but when I looked, there was nobody there.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street,
I didn't hear him at all. And then,
and nothing else,
well, no. Just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my... Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip. Like a miner or swordsman.
Hmm.
couldn't it have been that innkeeper then?
Aye, when he drinks, he turns into a total bastard. Only when I got to my room, I could hear him...
Couldn't it have been Father...
Father Prokop.
No, he's pretty old. He preaches in the...
I don't know him. And if he's an old...
I heard William liked pretending to be a spy.
Aye, I thought it pretty silly. A stupid trick, though. I reckon he's more likely to attract an ass-kicking... I'm sorry I'm not able to help you there.
Oh, you don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask...
If it's in my...
When you catch that bastard...
I'll stop by...
Farewell, my friend.
Okay.
That's right.
Come on, horsey. Okay, let's go. Pebbles, we gotta go.
Quick!
Oh shit.
Quick!
That was interesting. Okay, so Stanya, she survived. And what we have understood so far is that the guy was German and he said Scheiße. No, there are not a lot of... There are a lot of Germans there. But somehow all of them knew. And she mentioned two voices. That means that there can be two people. Because such type of murders cannot be committed by one person. Were they collaborating? That's the question.
Quick!
Were they collaborating with each other? That indeed is a very interesting question. Am I going the right way? Okay, we're gonna find another town. I guess the only town left. Slowly, slowly. So far, Pebbles hasn't died yet.
Quick!
Okay, we're off into the clearing. Okay, okay. That was close. No harm done there.
What a beautiful horse.
Okay, now it's beautiful. Hello, Miller Michael. Not yet.
I'm sorry.
Interesting fellow sitting here. But there's something down there. Okay, nothing. Okay, this is the wheel here. Learn more about Zindana the thief's fate. Okay, maybe I'll talk to the people here. We're not into private quarters, are we? Okay. Hey. Okay, let's check. Okay. Nope. Nothing here. So who do we talk to?
God be with you, my friend.
Greetings to you too.
Why isn't there anyone, and why can't I talk to people? Oh, they're here. Can go from here. Can I enter? From here, okay. There you go. I mean, they always come in handy.
Blessings to you.
Hello.
Are you Pike?
I am.
I'm looking for his...
I don't know any steps.
Stonard said something.
You're a friend of Stonard.
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who...
You're right there. Stenna was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Stenna? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenna all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child.
She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything.
She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains...
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her.
Fuck! I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that...
Is Dennis Scott?
Aye. I want...
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me. Here you go.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes...
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job.
I don't know.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll go and check.
I hope you don't. Take care.
Okay. Now we gotta go here. We're not gonna follow the stream, of course, but we are going to... What? Somebody looking for me? Oh, I stole those schnapps. That is what happened, actually.
Quick.
Okay, the clearing is nearby, so we can get out of here pretty quickly. Okay, nice. Oh, I see blood. Hold on. I see blood and I see a body there as well. I see blood. I see clouds. Okay, it's not from here. We're gonna go in the opposite direction. Okay, blood. Blood here. Blood here. Let's go down again. This is the ragged place. Hold on. There might be something here. Let me just go down. Okay. Interesting. This is the killing spot? Oh.
Poor thing. Ugh. She's been lying there. At first glance, this body isn't as neat. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that. but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience.
We gotta examine her torso.
To her clothes. They're torn up. I don't see any rips or odd. Like someone... Can't make much out by now. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her? Oh! My God. How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it... Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise. And that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good lead.
Very nice. We've got 3 to 4 leads now. We've got 3 to 4 leads. We've got to go back to Gutenberg. We have to talk to Lumiere. Well, you see 2 armed men surrounded by a corps of villagers. They are searching and looting them. One of them spots you and draws his weapon. Of course, we're gonna fight. It's all about fighting.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit!
No mercy!
Oh, he's actually fast. Okay, recharge. Whoa, calm down. Okay. It's your turn now.
For glory and carnage, die!
Okay, you're a bit fast. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much. We got a loot. What do we have? We've got groshens and we've got no copper plate. Okay, now poor guy. What did he have? He had groshens. Okay. Now off we go. We need to repair our armor and other items. Yep. Okay. We head to Gutenberg again. I hope no one spots us now. We are on a long journey.
Halt! She's over.
Oh, Joe.
I have to search you.
This gate is
Oh, I thought he was talking about me.
Last time it rained for a week straight, we were up to our knees in a river of shit.
By the way, I have only...
That's good.
Okay, he's inside.
I found out some interesting things.
That's wonderful news. I promised Catherine we'd wait.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did.
Were you sent for? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit and...
Is that so?
So I didn't do all this for...
Well,
Well?
I...
You can't be serious.
Uh-huh.
Prokop.
No.
Both of
Really?
them.
That's impossible.
So I see we disagree.
Well, who...
I'm not entirely sure.
Go on then.
Let's talk about Yarka.
What did you learn about...
Yarka started working for the Von Grolla family.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was all...
Ah, so what's the story?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer.
So...
That would be young Hendel.
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart.
Really?
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God would...
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken.
And did you learn who...
No. I think it fell apart when... Before her death, I heard
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that.
Maybe.
That doesn't mean it.
Means she had some relationship with William.
And now, most importantly,
I didn't know that.
to make it impossible to tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is...
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter.
And were you as sure then as you are...
I don't think... But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate?
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and no...
That's all I was able to...
You still found out...
But it's not enough.
But we can agree that she was killed because of...
Agreed. Somebody got...
I'm sure William
Prokop.
wanted
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly...
such language. What are you trying to...
That making babies and murdering folks require...
But who would it be if not...
Someone who stood to lose something because of the child.
Freedom?
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive?
I did. Alive and well.
So...
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard when she walked by,
And how...
she was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
no, she didn't stop to find out.
And what about the blood in the...
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared. According to Stanya, The murderer had a terror,
Doesn't almost every man...
Depending on what they take in hand every day.
except none of our suspects are She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly. Somebody knew exactly which way she would.
You mean someone followed her?
Who knew that she went to the bar?
Apparently, everyone in the tab. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word.
That's strange, right?
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a germ?
Even I say shizer sometimes.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find her.
Or an accomplice? If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right?
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her,
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her.
perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William. I asked Stanya if she knew.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him.
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kut.
And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she...
I don't think she'll come back. I managed to find his
You found her?
No,
And where did you find...
pretty far away. Near the... Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the kid...
So he didn't strangle her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely... Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewellery on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill...
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him,
On horseback? I don't suppose...
only as a wealthy type who never...
that doesn't fit in with the...
Father Prokop came looking for his Zdena and nearly cursed her on the...
What did he have in common with a...
He had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka, Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle.
Von Grolle?
that whole...
Assumptions.
I'd say it's pretty obvious.
They just left the ring by her body?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it.
Ah, that's awful.
My mouth is starting to...
So am I...
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find out...
I suspect one of the...
What leads you to think...
Are you sure it wasn't...
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling.
Yes? Do you...
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. Young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle...
Sakura.
But William could have fucked her too.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse.
That's not so sure, is it?
But it certainly worsens the case for him.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming to...
And that's all I can pin...
So, do we agree...
Well, old Von Grolle can't do much now.
So do we really agree that our most likely...
Aye.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything.
They'll just laugh at us without something...
So, you want us to...
There's nothing else we can do.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Okay.
Let the bishop or someone take care of it. I don't care.
No one
See what you mean. But there's one thing you can't deny.
What's that?
That you really are pretty for your age.
Damn.
So?
Don't you dare cause any
You're just
trouble.
saying that.
I'm just passing through.
I'm serious.
Keep up the good work, Master Guard. Is this the house?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt sent.
I'm sorry?
Are you telling me I'm not expected?
No, this is surely my mistake. But isn't it a
When should I come then?
best before noon? The young master will be well rested. Care, friend. Why are you fooling around with that door? What's that?
Okay. Okay, we're gonna come tomorrow.
Careful.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. You're lucky. I was just about... Vielen Dank. Es war mir eine Freude, mit dir Geschäfte...
What's happening, Master?
Ja, das stimmt. May the devil take it.
What did they steal from it?
Yesterday, they ambushed the guild's messenger. Hard to say whether it was a coincidence or some... In any case, I have found out where to look for that thieving rebel. The main thing now is to recover. It is necessary to search around the derelict farmhouse. Ja, natürlich. But I would not be calling on you over... But if you do not feel up to it, I will send my guards there.
That's a risk, all right. But I'll come up with something to gain.
Sehr gut. But take care, and you... Oh my God. I'm awfully...
Mm-hmm.
Schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
What is it? Did you drop something?
Hold on, let me save the game here.
Who just came barging in here? Huh? You're not allowed here. Really gonna make me look for you? And for something so stupid, no less?
What is it you need? Damn it. I'll have a look, see if I can roll.
Okay, we found an underground entrance.
Was that you? Ah, never mind then.
Just okay. Nothing's too difficult for me at this point. Come on, click.
Shit. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, I can't.
What are you doing here? You aren't allowed here. What? I'll get the guards involved. Come on then. What are you
Excuse
waiting
me?
for?
Leave it to me. So here you are. Now I've got you. Surrender at once!
All right, all right. You caught me. I surrender.
You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up and Please.
This is all just a...
Oh, I apologize.
Very nice. Alright, we're gonna continue this tomorrow.